Cliche here. Welcome to another episode of Doing Disney Movie Reviews. It's the Christmas season again, and I'd like to talk about what is probably the most famous Christmas story of all time. I'm, of course, talking about Charles Dickens' classic novel, A Christmas Carol. Published in December of 1843, it's about a heartless, greedy old man named Ebenezer Scrooge who lives in Victorian-era London and values money over everything else. On Christmas Eve one year, he's visited by the spirit of his old business partner, Jacob Marley, who died 7 years before. He warns Scrooge that if he doesn't change his ways, then his soul will be cursed to bear heavy chains in the afterlife. Later that night, Scrooge is visited by the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future / yet to come, who show him the lights to change his ways. The novel has been adapted lots of times for television, like the 1984 film with George C. Scott and the 1989 film with Patrick Stewart. Plays such as the one by Patrick Stewart from 1988, and of course movies, including Scrooge from 1951 with Alistair Sim, and Scrooge from 1970 with Albert Finney. There have also been animated adaptations of it, like Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol, the Oscar-winning short from 1970 by Richard Williams, Flintstone's Christmas Carol, and An Old Dog's Christmas Carol. Now, for this Christmas season, I'll be taking a look at Disney's 3 adaptations of the story, starting with the one released on December 16th, 1983, along with the re-release of The Rescuers. Mickey's Christmas Carol. In Victorian-era London, Ebenezer Scrooge, played by Scrooge McDuck and voiced by the late Alan Young, arrives at his counting house.
Good morning, Mr. Scrooge.
Cratchit, what are you doing with that piece of coal?
I was, just trying to thaw out the ink.
Bah, you used a piece last week. Now, get on with your work, Cratchit.
Bob Cratchit, played by Mickey Mouse and voiced by the late Wayne Allwine, asks Scrooge if he could have half a day off tomorrow and be with his family since it's Christmas.
I suppose so. But I'll dock you half a day's pay. Now, let's see. I pay you 2 shillings a day.
Two shillings and a halfpenny, sir.
Oh, yes. I gave you that raise 3 years ago.
Yes, sir, when I started doing your laundry.
All right, Cratchit. Get busy while I go over my books. Oh, and here's another bundle of shirts for you.
Yes, sir.
That night, Scrooge is writing down his money. His nephew Fred, played by Donald Duck and voiced by the late Clarence Nash, arrives to invite his uncle to his house for Christmas dinner.
Well, I suppose you're going to have plump goose with chestnut dressing?
Yep.
And will you have plum pudding and lemon sauce?
Yeah,
And candied fruits with spiced sugar cakes?
yeah. Will you come?
Are you daft, man? You know I can't eat that stuff. Here's your wreath back. Now out, out, out! Bah! Humbug.
Merry Christmas!
And a bah humbug to you.
That Fred, always so full of kindness.
After that, 2 gentlemen, played by Brad and Mole from The Wind and the Willows and voiced by the late Hal Smith and the late Will Ryan respectively, arrive to collect money for the poor.
Oh, aha. Well, you realize if you give money to the poor, they won't be poor anymore, will they?
Well,
And if they're not poor anymore, then you won't have to raise money for them anymore.
Well, I suppose.
And if you don't have to raise money for them anymore, then you would be out of a job. Oh, please, gentlemen, don't ask me to put you out of a job, not on Christmas Eve.
Oh, we wouldn't do that, Mr. Scrooge.
Well, then, I suggest you give this to the poor and be gone.
Later, once Cratchit has finished his work for the day, Scrooge sends him home, reluctantly giving him tomorrow off, but has him come in early the next day.
I will, sir. And a bah humbug. I mean, a Merry Christmas to you, sir.
2 hours later, Scrooge heads home himself.
Jacob Marley? No, that can't be.
Ow! Oh, gosh.
He's followed by a ghost as he walks upstairs, and in his bedroom, he meets the ghost who happens to be the spirit of his deceased business partner, Jacob Marley, played by Goofy and also voiced by Hal Smith.
Marley, it is you.
Marley reminds Scrooge of the time when he robbed the widows and swindled the poor. Then, after he died, he's been forced to carry heavy chains for eternity.
Maybe even longer. There's no hope. I'm doomed. Doomed. And the same thing will happen to you, Ebenezer Scrooge.
No, it can't. It mustn't. Help me, Jacob.
Marley then tells Scrooge that he'll be visited by 3 spirits and he must listen to them and do what they say. Marley then departs. Scrooge then goes to bed, and later at 1 o'clock, he's visited by the first ghost, the ghost of Christmas Past, played by Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio and voiced by the late Eddie Carroll.
Oh, I thought you'd be taller.
Listen, Scrooge, if men were measured by kindness, you'd be no bigger than a speck of dust.
Kindness is of little use in this world.
You didn't always think so. Come on, Scrooge. It's time to go.
Then go. Spirit, what are you doing?
We're gonna visit your past.
I'm not going out there. I'll fall.
Just hold on. Whoop. Not too tight now.
The spirit takes Scrooge to visit his past, and they first stop at Fezziwig's.
I couldn't have worked for a kinder man. Why, it's old Fezziwig himself, and all of my very dearest friends. And that shy lad in the corner, that's me.
Yes, that was before you became a miserable miser, consumed by greed.
Well, nobody's perfect. And there's lovely Isabel.
Inside, Isabel, played by Daisy Duck and voiced by Patricia Paris, gets younger Scrooge to dance with her.
Oh, I remember how much I was in love with her.
The spirit then takes Scrooge to his counting house 10 years later, where Isabel arrived and asked Scrooge if he made up his decision to marry her.
Now I must know. Have you made your decision?
I have. Your last payment on the cottage was an hour late. I'm foreclosing the mortgage.
Oh.
You loved your gold more than that precious creature, and you lost her forever.
9,973.
Later at 2 o'clock, Scrooge is visited by the next ghost, the ghost of Christmas Present, played by Willie the Giant from Mickey and the Beanstalk, and also voiced by Royal Ryan.
Oh, mince pies, turkeys, suckling pig.
And don't forget the chocolate pot roast with pistachio. With pistachio. With yogurt.
But where did all this come from?
From the hut, Scrooge. It's the food of generosity. which you have long denied your fellow man.
Generosity! Ha! Nobody has ever shown me generosity.
You've never given them reason to. And yet, there are some who still find enough warmth in their hearts, even for the likes of you.
The spirit then takes Scrooge to the Cratchit's house where they are about to have dinner and they hardly have any food.
Surely they have more food than that. Look on the fire.
Oh, that's your laundry.
Tiny Tim, voiced by Dick Billingsley, then joins his family and Scrooge asks the spirit what's wrong with him.
Much, I'm afraid. If these shadows remain unchanged, I see an empty chair where Tiny Tim once sat.
Then that means Tim will... Where did they go? Spirit, where are you? Don't go. You must tell me about Tim. Don't go.
Scrooge then meets the final ghost, the ghost of Christmas Future, who shows Scrooge what will happen to Tiny Tim if Scrooge doesn't change his ways.
Oh, no. Spirit, I didn't want this to happen. Tell me these events can yet be changed.
Scrooge then sees a couple of weasels digging in another grave, and Scrooge asks the spirit whose it is.
Why, yours, Ebenezer. The richest man in the cemetery.
Please.
Scrooge then wakes up on Christmas Day. Filled with glee, he starts spreading his happiness and joy around London, like giving a large amount of money to the poor and reconciling with Fred.
Uncle Scrooge.
I'm looking forward to that wonderful meal of yours.
You mean you're coming?
Of course I am. You know how much I like candied fruits with spiced sugar cakes. I'll be over promptly at 2. Keep it piping hot.
Hello, Uncle Scrooge. Hello. And a very Merry Christmas to you.
He then goes over to the Cratchit's house where he gives the kids a bundle of toys and gives Bob a raise and makes him his new business partner.
A partner? Oh, thank you, Mr. Scrooge.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
And God blesses everyone.
And that was Mickey's Christmas Carol. My thoughts? It was very good. In the end, while Mickey's Christmas Carol is a really good short, I feel like it should have been longer than just under 30 minutes. Because it's only 25 minutes long, the story feels like it's being rushed. I give it 4 stars out of 5. Well, that's it for Mickey's Christmas Carol. Be sure to join me next week when I'll be reviewing Disney's second adaptation of A Christmas Carol, which features some famous puppets. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to tell your friends about me, leave some questions in the comments below, subscribe, and hit that like button. Joy to the children far and near, what a wondrous time of year. Isn't it just grand to say, Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry Christmas, oh, what a Merry Christmas day.
Charlie, watch out for that first.
Whoa!